Hello and welcome to another edition of Dash Cam Wisdom. So today I want to talk about coming out of storms. And I live in the Midwest here, live in Kansas, and so we're here in Tornado Alley. So we're coming up on that season when rainstorms turn into thunderstorms, can turn into severe storms, and sometimes that can spawn tornadic weather. And tornadoes are the most violent storms on the earth, right? So it's amazing that living here all of these years, I've lived in the Midwest all my life. And so I've seen a lot of video of tornadoes. I've helped clean up after tornadoes, but I've only physically seen one live in my life. And it was a scary thing because they're huge, right? They are on the ground and that funnel goes all the way up into the sky, thousands of feet. They're huge. And it's a scary thing. And if you can get underground, below ground, then even if the house is gone, you'll be fine. But you've got to get below ground level to be safe or stay out of the damage path. And so as people of the world, we've went through a storm here called COVID-19. And it's been a heck of a storm. And we're still in it, although I think we're starting to get to the end of it. You're seeing the sun peeking out, and there's some strong indications that the storm is winding down. Okay, so living in the Midwest and you've had a severe storm, say a tornado's come through the town, and you go out, you look at your house and you look around and you're like, okay, I think everything's fine. I don't think we have any broken windows, or I don't think we're missing any shingles off the roof. And then a few days later, it rains again, and what happens? There's leaks. Man, that wasn't there before. Then you get up physically on the roof and you see that, hey, there's shingles missing. You're going to have somebody come in and fix that, or fix it yourself. Or the window's leaking and you see that there's a crack in there. And so many things occur during storms. And when we just kind of make a quick observation, I think I'm all right. I think it's all right. But then as time goes on, you start to see that there was damage done. And I think COVID-19 is a lot like that. I've noticed personally that there's some shingles that got blown off, right? Overall, I'm fine. But there's some shingles that got blown off, and there's some leaks now and that weren't there before. And there's some cracked windows that weren't there before, whether that be finances, whether that be energy and emotional levels. There's some challenges that weren't there before. And so came through the storm, made it through the storm. However, I've got to take a look at the damage and then go about fixing it. Right? Because if I just ignore the leak, well, all of a sudden, the ceiling is going to fall in because it's holding water that shouldn't be there. So it's just been an interesting observation for me. And I'm sure that many people probably had something similar or similar feelings, that in the United States with COVID, and then you have the social unrest and disruption of finances, disruption of services. So many things are disrupted, even though I was able to manage through those things. There was such an emotional drain, right? A toll. And so to re-energize that, it's taken time, and it's taken more time than I thought it would take. But that was a major storm. It was a major hit. Never been through a storm like that before. And so I've got to really look and assess, hey, here are the areas that really got damaged, and I'm going about repairing them. One of them is my fitness routine, completely disrupted. Not completely destroyed, but completely disrupted. And there's some damage and cracks to it. And so now I'm repairing those, and it feels good to be back on track, and the repairs are underway. But the main thing is understanding that coming through a storm like that, and it hits your house, it hits you, there's going to be some damage. There's going to be some after effects. So we've got to take a look and make an assessment, and then put a plan together, and then execute a strategy on repairing those things. And if we do that, we're going to be fine. But I think that just head down and not paying attention to what the aftermath of those things have been to you personally as well as professionally, that could be a mistake. And it's important just to assess the damage, be honest about the damage. Hey, that damage is done. Don't try to pretend it's not there. And then go about fixing it. And in the end, we'll come out better than we were before the storm. That's my message for today. Hope this finds you well. Until next time, take care.